Yo, it's William Freeman, man, a.k.a. Freeman Enterprise, give a free man a shot. Formerly that now Raw Trust Redistributing Agency and Wealth. Check our documentary out on YouTube. Pay up, get out the way. We're in the loop.
100% pure the oil.
Yo, welcome to In the Loop Podcast. We got another episode for y'all, man.
We back.
I'm your boy, Links the Chef, and
I'm
as
Dope Dollar.
always, we got Dope Dollar with me, and we got a very good friend of mine today, man.
Yo.
Very good friend
Yes,
of
sir.
mine, man. Hussein, y'all know who he is.
Clap
Hussein,
it up, clap it
but
up.
William Freeman out here, you know what I'm saying?
Clap it up,
you know what I
man.
mean?
Clap it up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, welcome to our spot, man. I'm glad you made the trip up here and everything.
Man, appreciate
Definitely
the
welcome.
invite.
Definitely.
Love what y'all doing,
No,
man.
Thank you for coming, brother.
Absolutely.
So we got Hussein in the building, man. You know,
Hold on, make sure y'all go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment,
All
share.
that too.
Keep doing that, man. That'll keep us working, man. We appreciate that. The numbers is going up. Y'all see what's going on. Hussein is in the building.
Yes, sir. Let's clap it up for Hussein.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Bring that energy. Man.
So yeah, man. Welcome, man. We've been talking about this for a while. You here? You know what I mean? How you doing out here?
Man, you say welcome, and in my mind, I'm hearing Aquaba, right? And I say Madasi. So yeah, man, I feel good, man. I
You
feel
look
good.
good.
Fully free, man.
You look
Fully
good.
free.
It's
Love to
great.
hit the road.
Yeah.
Hour and a half on the road up here. Totally worth it. Put it on cruise control. Put some
Appreciate
music
that,
on zoned
man.
out. Nah, for sure. It's
Appreciate that.
black on black love. We're usually talking about crime. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
we here.
man. Yeah. So for the people who don't know, you know what I mean, William Freeman, you know what I mean, I met him behind the wall, you know what I'm saying, in prison. And you know what I mean, when you in prison, you could tell like who's a good person, you know what I'm saying? Like who's somebody that you could be around and, you know what I mean, talk to about certain things. And you know what I mean, you was one of them people for me. So, you know what I mean, we bonded or you know what I mean, however, and you know what I mean, we here now. So that mean a lot to me that the impact that we had on each other, that we still able to talk to each other, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I mean, go into you know what I mean, possibly business with each other because we got that type of connection with each other. So I appreciate that.
Yeah. And that place ain't make us, right?
Yeah.
So we here.
So from an outsider point of view, such as myself, as far as y'all relationship, right? So when y'all was doing the time, what was that like? Like as far as like when y'all bump into each other, was y'all like making plans on Lincoln coming home? Was that something or y'all just was like living in that moment as far as bonding for what it was?
I mean, from my point of view, you know what I'm saying, I met him when I went to the open housing unit. So, you know what I mean, like he was there, we was on the same tier. And you know, when you're on the same tier, you see what's going on, you see who you can talk to and who you can vibe with or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he was like a I don't want to call him popular, but you know what I mean?
Locked up too long.
he was
locked up too long.
Like that.
he was a person that everybody went to talk to. Like his cell like would have people standing outside, everybody trying to get his opinion on
Right, but
what
see,
they got going on.
back then I was the youngest imam of the Sunni community, and we had over 500 members on the compound in the new jail, and I was the youngest person to be put in that position. So, yeah, I had an open door policy. I think me and Links really bonded when on the basketball court, like in the sports, because you know sports is an opportunity to get free in the joint. But we really bonded when he put a dude up under the sink, because then I felt like, you know,
He was wrong?
No, the dude igged it. You know what I'm saying? The guy begged for it.
Okay.
And I think he really played it for something because Links was laid back.
Yeah,
he was
I'm
Links.
chilling.
And all he was talking about was getting out and making money. So some dudes, you know how it be. Some dudes be trying to spread their wings.
Niggas be miserable, bro. You can't bond with everybody.
Niggas be needing
That's
abusive
what I know,
relationships.
bro.
That's what they be needing.
Yo, niggas be exactly.
Some niggas do better in abusive relationships.
Hell
so.
yeah, bro. Like I had a nigga, bro. That nigga was cool until the nigga heard niggas was going home, bro. Like, he just turned into, and he said it though. Like,
Yeah.
I keep getting close to niggas leaving.
It's a
Like,
thing.
I don't like that shit.
Nah,
like,
for sure.
I got 18 more. Like, it gotta be tough. I'm like, nigga, you should have did what I did. The
Separation
fuck is you mad
anxiety,
at me for? Nigga,
right.
came what I came,
Yeah.
you did what I did. Like, nigga mad at me. I'm like, fuck it. But that's how niggas get
That
it.
dude had a lot of time too, though. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was a wild situation, but he had a lot of time, and you know, like shit. Some days just better than others when you got that kind of time. And
I don't think he's seen it going that way, though.
Nah, I don't think so neither. But you know what I mean?
He should have looked at how long your arms was and how short his was
before he
put 2 and 2 together. Look,
right.
1 + 1 is 2. Yeah, so we really bonded after that. You know, prison got a way of like violence being a form of currency, but it's also like the first stage you take to let everybody know, you know, I've arrived in my manhood. Right? It's unfortunate, but we used to tell people, even if you're scared, even if you can't fight, crash one time and you go through your bit like no problem.
Right. Niggas
But
know
if
you
you
gonna go.
delay it get worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you
They
still
keep
gotta
trying
crash
until it pop.
until you
got
crash.
to, man.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. So now what we do is you know, I go back in sometimes to the prison through the college program that I was enrolled in while I was in. And now it's really about telling young people like, this ain't who you gonna be. It's just a stop in the process, right? So they can believe it or not believe it. You know, everybody got to walk with something. It's a little different now than way back then.
Yeah.
I think after Lil Wayne and Dipset, you know, Red blew up and then Blue followed and all these things. They put housing units together. And now it's like when dudes go in, they trying to link with something.
Yeah.
And some dudes got 2-3 different sets on them from 2-3 different
Let me ask you
places
this
in the
question,
country.
Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of know already,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to have the viewers confused, so I'm gonna ask the question in the backtrack. How much time you did? How much time you
Good
did?
question.
Yeah, how much time you did?
I mean, it's all Googleable, so I talk about every single piece of it. I did 21 years on a life plus 20 years sentence.
So you did 21 years on a life plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I asked that, hold on, you had something else you was ready to add to that?
Nah, go with it.
The reason I asked that question, because I'm curious, when you said you had the open door policy, was that in that state of mind of having 20-something years in on life plus 20 at that time?
No,
or was it, did you give it back? Did you give it back and was still in the joint, or you gave it back and went home?
No, so like in that open door policy piece, what I'm saying is leadership was shifting. So this is all after 9/11. So being Muslim in prison was just as bad as being anything else after 9/11. And so when a leader became influential or could actually stop stuff from happening, so like 07, we was able to get a no knife policy in place. We got all groups to agree to that, except a Brown group, because of they waging war with us, right? That's in their paperwork. So things like that got me to a point where the elders wanted a younger person since the people coming in were getting younger. And even right now today, statistically, if you look at incarceration rates for men, it looks like it's declining. And it's actually not declining. It's that they releasing old men because it's cheaper and they changing policies around locking up young people. And youth don't register as men because of the age group, right? And right now it's gonna look like, and it is, women have the greatest increase. So back then I was sitting at the feet of elders. I had like Eddie Marshall Conway. He started the Black Panther Party in Baltimore City. He passed away. I was able to speak at his funeral right behind Danny Glover. That's on YouTube. His family accepted me as a surrogate in that. And so these was people that were seeing something in me and walking with me when I had the life. So my first stage was to give the life back. So it was commuted down to life in 20, all spending but 35, no parole, right? And at that time, I didn't know I was going nowhere, so that was home. And I also was reading. I wasn't watching TV. I gave TV up for like 5 years.
I remember you ain't had no, he was the only person without
I gave TV up. I gave TV and music with words. I wanted beats. I wanted my own thoughts, real rap. And I shut that down. I learned Arabic. I learned Spanish. And I wanted these things because those was the things that was going to keep us safe. You know what I'm saying? The Spanish boys was working for hire. And what they respected was when you played soccer, and you could communicate with them in their language. That's what they respected.
Yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My brain all over the place, right? Ever since you said the word life plus 20.
Mm-hmm.
And just to see you as a person sitting right here on this couch, bro,
Mm-hmm.
with a smile,
Mm-hmm.
like not a free smile. Like, you get what I'm saying? That shit gave me goosebumps thinking about, like, cause I can see somebody hanging it up, bro, if you not tough, if you don't got faith, if you ain't believing, if you not fighting, if you not willing to go and still fighting your case and they gave it to you and you just hang it up, bro. To even have life plus 20 and give somebody else a care, to care about somebody else's problem or the care to stop somebody else's issues, to even sit in, I mean, I get it. This your environment, this your home, so you have, I mean, you still gotta live, you know what I'm saying?
And it wasn't registering like that though, because that was still.
Damn, yo.
So let's back up for a second, just to give like context, how by the time I get there, I was ready for that though. I had been, the school to prison pipeline is real.
Well, with that being said, won't you let everybody know how you got into that situation, if you don't mind talking
The specific
about
incident?
I mean, what got you locked up? Like, if you don't mind talking.
If that's something you share already, if it ain't
yeah,
something
I speak about it because I talk about getting in an argument essentially over $20 that wasn't even my 20. And yeah.
You telling me this with the life plus 20 and you get 21 years on it came about $20 that wasn't even his.
Yeah.
This shit right here just told me to mind my motherfucking business for the rest of my life.
But and it wasn't even 20 though. It was $17 in coins in a bag. It was a transaction. It was a dove sale. Again, it wasn't even mine. You know what I mean? It was me playing the middle and then feeling like I ain't gonna be bullied. So just to back up, I was born in New York. We moved to Baltimore in the same era when being from New York and Baltimore was an act of violence. Like they was hunting New York niggas back then because the drug trade had just exploded. This 84. So the drug trade exploded 83 in Baltimore, and it's happening. New York boys coming down. Back then in Baltimore, they had 60s and 45s. New York boys was bringing dimes and nicks. They was bankrupting the economy, like anywhere, right?
What side of the city you came to first?
West Baltimore.
Okay.
But I'm saying I wasn't a New York boy. Like I said, I was 5. I was 5, almost 6 years old. I ain't had no clue with that. But my first exchange was having to fight because of my accent. Having to fight because of the way I dressed. So right from my initial interaction with the city at 8, 9, and 10 years old is always having to either fight or get with a group and have them accept me. So wearing masks and doing the dumb shit.
Right.
So that leads up to being willing to throw my life away about something that wasn't going to profit me. And it was $20. So I laugh about it all the time. I got 21 years for a $20 argument is what I gave up on my life, right? And it didn't register that way because back then there was still bones in the game. It was still honor. So I kind of was still walking around feeling good that I ain't had no co-defendants, right? Couldn't nobody produce paperwork saying I was on it, right? And for everything people were saying while I was in, old heads uptown was saying, man, shorty gonna break, he gonna break. But I had been kicked out the house at 15, like my mother couldn't do it. So I'm homeless in the city at 15 years old, shot first at 16 and shot the second time at 17. So my life was preparing me to be in a place that everybody else was gonna find hard. And I was trying to do what? Play football, basketball, work out. I was just trying to be a kid.
Right.
So it didn't even register to me until I had about 12 years in on lockup where I'm like, yo, this is my life. Funny thing is, when we were just in Ghana, so we stopped, that's where they have like in Kumasi, if you can attest, right? In Kumasi, they got the Kente cloth factory. So while we was there, it's young boys and girls playing soccer. Man, I kicked the dogs off and I'm running in the red dirt right with them, right? And they just, we love you, we love you, the kids in Ghana. Man, I started passing out CDs like I'm Big Shot, right? That's the money, the currency there. And I remember this moment when these two twins walked up and I got pictures with them and they like in their 80s and they playing soccer with us. And they said, 50 Cent, we love you, right? and I had this moment, look, I wish I had this bread though, right? But I had this moment where I was like, damn, this is my life. And I remember having that same moment on lockup, this is my life. Yeah. And so I said all that to say, I legit have had moments in my life that was out of body where I'm realizing like I'm not just going through an experience. I'm actually controlling the ship.
Right.
So I just came up with this question. Like, what's your last name being Freeman?
Dog, it's
How
stupid.
does that
It's
fuck
stupid.
with your
It's
psyche, bro? Like,
stupid.
Yo,
you've
that
been on
is
21
crazy.
years.
Free man. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy right
stupid.
there.
It's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. Man, so, but, and I heard every joke you can imagine from a correctional officer. You ain't no free man and the whole
Oh
nine,
my
right?
God
goodness.
damn.
And, but the thing about it is, like, I think a namesake. So again, when I was in Ghana, I went through a naming ceremony, right? I was born on Thursday, so my name is Yao. And then we were brought in through a ceremony with a Fenty tribe, right? And my name is Papa Sagu. And they said that means you look like him, right? And so to them, him is like the founder or one of the leading representations of their family. A name gives you something to strive for. So in some ways, my name was always telling me I wasn't gonna die in prison.
Damn.
That's
You know
fine.
what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I didn't know that then, but I got a composition book where I wrote that. I wrote the first part free, capital F, and the man, capital M, before I even had a number with a release date. I started writing that, and then it's on all my Facebook posts. When I first did Facebook, I started the whole slogan, Freeman Enterprise. I didn't officially do it, so somebody else went and got it, and then they tried to sell it back to me, and I said, you keep it, because it's still my name, you see what I'm saying? And I was doing these shirts. I got out, couldn't find a job. I was enrolled in college, but that wasn't meaning nothing because I ain't had a credential. Nobody was trying to give me a shot because they would Google me and they could see a murder one, right? And to be clear, it was a murder one probably with my eyes closed. It wasn't like I was a trained shooter and all that. No, I was emotional. I was afraid, and it was a stage, and I felt like I had to perform. And so, like all that.
It's a lot of niggas that wake up with that wishing they could
Yo, let me tell you.
change that moment and had that different moment when naturally, might mean to cut you off.
No, you good,
but
bro.
you know, when motherfucker get around a motherfucker, they act like they did that because they got, like he just said, I love this nigga whole episode already, bro. Like, cause he telling you, bro, I ain't do that. Like, you know what I mean? On 100, on tilt. He ain't do that like that. He did it because he felt like he had to perform, bro. That shit means something to me right here.
Yeah, man.
My bad, brother.
Nah, you good, because that's absolutely true. When we think about all the circles, so while I was in, we also started several groups trying to get men on the right path. And I was just a boy doing that. But elders was talking through me. This what you do, this how you do it. And we sitting in circles, and the thing I started learning was, man, if you would just grab a nigga and give him a hug, man, niggas was crying and they ain't even know why. Niggas like, yo, get the fuck out of here, yo, let me go, yo. And it's like, and it's like, nah, I don't want to let you go. Right. He's like, yo, why you doing this? And they don't even know, like, bro, in our community, yo, a hug is revolutionary.
Bro, it's so much shit that
hug is
motherfuckers got locked up inside of them that you never get to express.
Let me ask you this, right? Because I love this shit right here too, right? Formerly incarcerated, right? That's like a brand of not celebrating, but letting you be aware of that I've been to prison, which since I've been home almost 6 years, right? I've been big on telling people, like, nah, I just came home. I still say I just came home.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I remember a girl I used to talk to really was embarrassed to say that to around her peoples that I just came home. You mean, oh, he been in prison, because it's frowned upon to some people, some family. And like I said, this is a brand. I will wear that shit every day. Make sure I get a shirt Hussein 2 of them. Right? Have you ever found yourself holding back of saying I've been in prison? Because I gotta say, to this day, when it comes to the moves I make, where I'm at today in life, the way I think today, that shit came from the little bit of time I did compared to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't regret it. Not that I could have did without it.
Yeah, for sure.
And stay home, but where I'm at today mentally, I had to go and see that. I had to know the other side. Now, I had to do it for as long as I did, but what I'm saying is, have you ever felt yourself where embarrassed or just not willing to say like, no, I was in prison 20 years?
Not ever.
Ever.
Not ever. And I say that because just like, so think about the word like nigga, N-I-G-G-A, right? It wasn't until we took it and spun it and made it ours that it stopped having the power it had. So the way I come in the room, I'm 6'3", I'm black, I'm outspoken, I'm bald-headed. You probably already putting descriptors on me. You already categorizing me before I open my mouth. So when I open my mouth, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Man, in prison, I learned is 3 people don't get harmed. I don't care what they do. There's 3 people in prison will never lose a drop of blood. A dope-ass cook, a nigga that'll turn noodles into bean pies, pizza, lasagna, cookies, and everything else, and it all be based out of a noodle, right? A comedian that make niggas joke without niggas laughing at the dudes, right? But laughing with them. And a good jailhouse lawyer that won't take your money and say you got a case when he don't see it. They the 3 people that get protected. So from that, for a period of time before I found out which way I was gonna go with it as a kid, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a comedian.
Right.
So I had everybody laughing at my expense. Everybody. Like, hey, yo, shit, niggas start letting them hot ones go. I ran. You know, most people want to tell a story like, nah, we got low, re-strategize, and then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the army in prison. You can be whatever you want to be in prison, right?
Man, everything except an astronaut.
Hey, listen, when Obama, I swear by Allah, when Obama got elected, matter of fact, if you ever get to see this, yo, go in the comments, Andre Sorrell, my man Dre, yo, straight hand. Hey, listen, we were cell buddies. When Obama got elected, me and this man, he a power lifter. We ain't crying, right? We both in the dark, facing different corners, you know, trying to hold it together. Right? Because we had bought into this audacity of hope. But dig it, niggas open the door like, yo, that's crazy, because it was getting to be too much. And niggas say, yo, why my Uncle Barry just got elected to the presidency? A random. Man, we looking at this dude with these shower shoes on.
That was Pookie.
Man,
My cousin?
Nah, I'm just
I'm about to say, no, bro, no.
Hey, yo, on everything I love, yo, he froze the whole tail. It was like one of those moments like somebody hit the universal pause button.
Yeah, like, man.
And then somebody said, man, you bitch ass nigga.
Get the fuck on, man. What you talking about?
So
the whole moment up.
So what I'm saying is I had learned in there to be authentically you wherever you go. I was working with a program called P2P, From Prison to Professional. We was asked to send us somebody to go and speak at a Marilyn Mosby event. So, you know, gentrification is real in Baltimore City. They taking the city back. So there's these white people, and they call them for respectfully, these elderly white people, and they wanted to reduce the age a person could be sentenced to life. It's 13 now. They wanted to reduce it to 7
years old.
Come on, bro. Listen, this shit ain't. They wanted to reduce giving a child at 7 life. Because somebody, a white woman's purse had been snatched in a carjack and she got caught up in the seatbelt the whole 9, right? So it's getting out of hand. They there heckling. And I'm sitting there and the person that's supposed to speak is there. He say, when they call the person to speak, they said my name. They was like, we're going to keep this event moving. We're going to bring William Freeman up. Again, I got the video for it. This is how I got into Hopkins. Because I got up there, I didn't have no script or nothing. I focused on this group of, and everything else, we hide behind an avatar. When if you be real about what's really popping, you really might get some shit your way.
Yeah.
But instead of lying and fronting and faking, you get lost behind the mask. And I'm not saying take the mask off, because we need people of color in this country. We gotta be like multiplicity with those masks. We gotta know how to use them. And so, yeah, man, that got me. I promise you, I took the GRE, the graduate record, and first off, they gave me $60K. The same group of men. They gave me $60K to study, to not work. They didn't want me working. I did work. They told me, don't work. We're going to give you $60K for the year to study to pass the graduate record exam to get into Hopkins, right? All that happened, right? And the house we in right now, I used I bought a house. But absolute first gen owner. Like it ain't in there, right?
Oh, yeah. We gotta bring that together real
And this
quick,
ain't a
bro.
flex. I want to be clear. Like
that's definitely a flex.
No, it definitely ain't a flex.
On people in the way, like I know what
You
he's
see what I'm
saying.
saying? I'm sitting in for inspiration. It ain't a flex, because like flexing is like when you flexing on people who don't have, to me. And if anybody's looking at this like, yo, this nigga know everything, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't know everything, but if you tell the truth, you gonna know what I'm saying to be truthful. You see what I'm saying? Facts. Facts.
So
Yeah.
so what was some of the most different things from when you went in to when you came home? Like some of the stuff you came home, like what was some of the hold on, let me see what you say. What was some of the hardest parts about re-entering society? Like for you to adapt to?
I get it.
I got it.
You cut that shit off. Let me see it.
Absolutely, twin. We'll keep it real and conversational then.
That's you and me.
Good old AI.
Yeah.
The
So
big,
yeah, let me ask again. So
Yeah.
how different was the world when you came home compared to when you went in? Was what I was trying to say.
That's a good question. If I'm being honest, the things that was different was more or less how I was showing up. I went in a boy.
I'm about to say, when did you go in and when did you come out?
Yeah. Right. So I went in at 18. I came out at 42. So we're going.
Years.
1998, 2018. Well, I came out in 2018, which would have made 20 years, but I went to a drug program that did not let me out the building because of my charge. So I count all that as incarceration.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See what I'm
You was
saying?
incarcerated.
So I was released from prison August 22nd, 2018, but released from Gardenzia in Crownsville February 5th, 2019. So for me, the biggest thing was now was a man, physically, looking. But
That's Annapolis, right? I went there.
Yeah, it is Annapolis. Crownsville.
I went there.
Me too. Me too. Me too. But that was the first place I learned I was a man. Cause they was submitting. And I ain't want them to. Cause the men was ready to put me back in prison about the, I was like, listen, miss, stop doing what you're doing. Listen, please, miss. I don't want no smoke, miss.
Right.
But the next thing that was a real big transition for me was like the way I left family was like they wanted me home. But the way I came home was like they wanted me gone. You see what I'm saying? So my first...
Man, what that mean, man?
Yeah. So when I went away, everybody was in the courtroom boo-hooing, and people had been writing and coming to see me like, we can't wait till you get home. But I came home with some shit on my mind and wasn't down for some shit, right? So I was like, I guess people saw me as, what's my man name in Menace? Sharif. They saw me like, hey, this nigga come, right? and so it made it appear to them that I was better than them because I went to prison. And what I was trying to say is, maybe you think I'm better than you because I got some time to spend with myself, right? And most people who don't get that opportunity probably spend their whole life trying to be somebody else, and they don't get to know who they are.
Deep.
You see what I'm saying?
That's deep. Like, so what you saying is when people expected you to be the same as you was when you left.
Right. So, right. A boy in a place.
They wanted the same. They wanted the same man that went in to come home, and he came home somebody different.
Yeah,
and that's how it is. And 9 times out of 10, he probably closer to people that he did biz with than some of them.
100%.
They relate to him. That's what happened to us when 100%. We going there.
My even all the way to my family. My partner did 15 years. She a beast. Like I can't even be around people authentically that ain't. And I'm saying authentically, unless you just not a judgmental person, then we can vibe. But if you got a problem with me eating fast, if you got a problem with me putting my back on the wall, if you got a problem with me scanning the room, we gonna have a problem because that's my safety.
Yeah. Hey, look, and let's go back to the question that I had asked earlier, right? I was wondering when you was speaking with him, because we ain't established, and I ain't really know. I just been listening to like yo, who William Freeman is from you over the years. You've been telling me like, man, there's a story. I'm gonna let you tell it. But I was trying to figure out when he had the life and when you was communicating with him, was it, damn, I lost it how I was trying to say it earlier, bro. He just made me think of it how something he said, I almost brought it back. I'm gonna have to come back to it. I fucking lost it. It was something though, bro, with me trying to establish he had life when y'all were speaking. You know what I'm saying? It was something. I just lost. It's
Well,
gonna come back.
I think the situation you're speaking about is when I went back. When I went back, because you know what I mean, we was together when I think I had 10 years or something. I did like 3.5 and went home. And when I came back and got to look at these niggas, like they looking at me like I'm the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Like the fuck is you doing
What you
back
leave?
here?
Yeah.
Like you wasting
What you
time.
leave?
Right.
Let me go out there and I'll show you what you're supposed to do, like
Right.
shit like that. So that shit, when I went back, like that shit was like the most embarrassing shit I ever dealt with
Walk
in my
of shame.
life. Yeah. Like going back and having to face these niggas that I told I was never coming back. I'm gonna go home and do this and do that. And I went back home doing the same shit that I was doing before, like without a question. Yeah, I was only home for like 10 months. I went home for 10 months and came right back. So facing them, like that was the most embarrassing shit I ever dealt with. Like that shit felt like, it's hard to explain. Like just, you know what I mean? Like looking at niggas that got all this time, they've been in damn near most of my life. I go in, I'm telling them what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go home. You know what I mean? Hey, I got y'all. I'm right. I came back before I even got enough money to send in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit was embarrassing for me, man. I think that's what you was talking about. Like,
Yeah, it was something.
but I think when I went back, did you already get a life back?
So
but and I want to say something to that piece though, right? Like, and we bear that, but it's set up that way.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't set up that way, when you got out, the resources would be put to you so you don't gotta make certain decisions. But they intentionally kept out of reach so you go back. You see what I'm saying? But I would say that like we gotta learn to forgive ourselves inside of this machine. We're in the matrix.
Yeah, but I think to say to that, like what I would say about when I went home the first time, I didn't even give myself a chance to.
was you scratching your back or something?
Yeah,
you
my
boofing
back
the pack
itching,
or
bro.
something? Like you boofing the pack, bro?
Scratch my back.
I'm just saying, you like, what the fuck is you doing?
Back itching. Like I was saying, man. When I went home the first time, like I didn't even give myself
What
a
that
chance.
mean though? We ready to flip the interview. What that mean?
I'm just saying I didn't give myself a chance. Like I said, all the shit that I said I was gonna do, I didn't even try it.
So let me ask you a question. When you were saying you was doing it, was you doing the activity to align with what you were saying?
What you say that again?
On the inside. It's easy to kick the bobo, right? Like to sit around and talk about all these grandiose things. Was you reading those things? Was you writing those things? Was you...
I had every intention on doing all of that shit. I was getting trades and shit. I went to the electrical school. I went to the all that stuff. Like I was a teacher in the electrical school at one point. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna do this electric shit. And when I went home, I didn't even pursue that at all. Like I went out there.
What changed?
I was free.
What that mean?
That I wasn't even thinking about that. Like I was thinking like I'm gonna go back to this money when I got home.
And you thought that meant you was free?
Yeah.
So you was going back to the chase.
Yeah.
Which is a type of incarceration. Because the real flex is waking up every day and not worrying about the chase. You see what I'm saying? I think we gotta forgive ourselves. They done set this thing up where you had to come home and chase the cheese.
Yeah, but I didn't have to because I didn't do that when I got out the second time. I really was like, yo.
And then how old was you?
When I was 31, 32.
How old was you?
I was 32.
How old you think you was?
I don't know what you're asking. Like,
when you get locked up, like it's a known phenomenon that for many of us, your aging process stops because it retards your natural progression of maturing to go to prison where it ain't normal. It's a stop period. There's no women, there's no children, there's no bills to be paid, right?
So it's like safe to say a nigga that's probably 32 could still be acting 24.
Or younger.
Yeah.
Or younger.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, wow.
Facts.
I was just trying to
That's how you get 50 and 60-year-old men that been locked up since 15 coming home getting Honda Accords and throwing BBS rims on them And
They
10 and 1.
suck.
No knock against the BBs, right? Not the replicas, the real ones, right? But nigga, you 50. You probably got about 10, 20 working years left in your body.
Right.
And you worrying about leaning back in your seat because that's some stuff you didn't get to do.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
That's
saying?
a fact. It's crazy he say that, man, because like I'll tell you, at one point in time when we was hustling, my older cousins who I used to watch hustle down the way, right? I used to look at them like they knew what the fuck was going on because I used to look at them hustle. Then once I grew up and had it, I'm giving shit to them that don't make sense to them. I gave a motherfucker something. He told me I gotta put it in the bag or a bottle. I'm like, what you mean, bro? This is that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 15, 18 years ago.
Right.
But I grew up watching them
Right.
do that, and that's not what they was doing.
Right.
So you, they stuck. So even
Right.
today, they
Right.
stuck.
Right.
They
You
not.
can't get a nigga the slag.
Yo,
You
bro,
got-
all right, so what I mean is, all right, this is what I was trying to say real quick, because I don't want to stay on this, but down the way, they use bottles, vials, and shit like that at one point in time in life,
Jugs,
you know,
yeah,
block.
yeah.
A motherfucker don't know how to do nothing else if it don't look like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, bro, it's still the same thing. Like, nah, that shit got
Now, was it you? it just hit me. I remember somebody, to your point, I remember somebody saying they didn't start getting money until they started getting 62s and cooking it just like that. And if it came more weight than that, they still wanted more weight, but already broke down in a 62 because they knew that wasn't you. Somebody said that, and they said because I knew the math on it, I could eyeball it, I knew how to bring it back. I could tell by my behavior if I was in my profit with that versus getting more of it,
and don't know
and I
how.
lose that. I don't
it's
know.
crazy you said that, bro. I'm talking about as a youth, bro. I never understood fractions
Yeah, you did.
until I'm talking about in school.
Oh, okay.
I
The way
couldn't
they
read the
was teaching
ruler
it,
and
right.
understand a ruler past 12 inches, pause. And like, I couldn't understand. I'm talking about fractions.
Yeah.
I never understood it, bro, until a motherfucker gave me a comparison of one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hold on, that's what an eighth is?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at I'm like, so that's an eighth of the ruler.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga like, yeah. I'm like, oh, shit. I never knew that.
Right.
I never knew that. A hole is a hole. It don't matter what it is. And everything else that's under a hole fall in the same shit, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Facts.
I'm just saying that.
I tell you got 7 more parts to get to get a hole.
Exactly.
So we grinding.
So what Raw Trust, what does Raw Trust stand for, and what inspired you to start it?
Redistributing agency and wealth. Again, I'm telling you, anything I say is going to be centered in me running my mouth, but telling the truth, even when it was embarrassing. So I'm in Annapolis, and I'm advocating to get diminution credits, good conduct credits for violent offenders increased. They don't increase nothing for violent offenders, but y'all know violent offenders actually keep prison safe for the guards, the short timers, and everybody else, because they the ones that got the rep. They the ones willing to throw stuff away because they ain't going nowhere.
Are you saying we're currently violent or violent offenders who's been charged with violent crimes?
Charged.
Okay.
Yeah, because most of them ain't even violent no more. They age out. So I'm down there advocating for that to increase them being able to get 15 credits a month because of these different stories, right? And there was a woman that rode on the bus with us going down, and her name's Linda Keeley. She is my treasurer, but she's so much more than that. She was also the woman who put the first $250K in the org. But she heard me, and on the way back on the bus, she like, if you had whatever you think you need, what would you do? And I'm like, give it away. So she said, I want to put $250,000. I can call her right now. She said, I want to put $250,000 into an organization and get you to help me give it away. And so RAW stands for Redistributing Agency and Wealth. We literally started out giving away up to $1,000 to everybody I knew. Like I was just hitting niggas like, yo, hey, you don't gotta give me nothing, right? Because I'm being fully transparent. I was getting a decent piece, like not even a part of the pie, because she was introducing me to white folks with too much money, and these people that if they don't give some away, they gonna leave it with their dog. I was sitting in living rooms with folks. right? But I had a smile and I could wear a suit, so I was soft to them. I could come in. Anyway, it got to the point, yo, I had to get a second phone like I was selling dope. I got a second phone. Niggas hit my phone like, yo, come on, dummy. Yo, you doing everything for everybody. And I'm like, bro, you just got a stack from us, bro. You can't double back like that. Oh, nigga, I know you. I know you. We grew up together. Oh, niggas don't fuck with real niggas. And I'm like, oh, my God.
That's how it goes.
So now even moving around the city, I got the gun again. And these is things I was saying I wasn't like you. Like I'm saying, sometimes you be in the Matrix, nigga, we be trying to be Morpheus. We trying to take over, but it's too strong. I'm riding around with the gun and I'm telling you, bro, I got pulled over on 295 coming from DC.
That's federal ground.
Yeah, man, check this out. And I ain't put it in park because I was like, I'm ready to get shot. I'm telling you, I'm ready to die on everything I love. I cried and everything waiting for this nigga to get out the car. Like I dropped a few on her. Man, fuck it. Like shit. On some Queen Latifah set it off shit. I'm not going back like this. Man, I'm sitting on this gun, bruh, and all because we was trying to help niggas. And so I had to learn, yo, sometimes you can't even give shit away for free. Right?
Saying that shit every other day,
Sometimes,
bro.
I'm telling you, sometimes even the 1995 model, and I learned this in Guerrilla Marketing, the book, man, when you sell somebody something for $100, you safe because they think they got something worth $100. It might have took you $4 to produce. But to them, they like, well, shit, I paid for this. This the real one. If you'd have gave it to them, they would have went to war with you at some point.
Yo, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Man, the more you give away, the more people want.
Yo, bro, I've
The
been
more they
finding
demand,
myself, because I want you to finish. I want you to finish where you're going at, bro. But I've been finding myself, bro, avoiding small help.
Yeah.
Small, like, it's so small, I know you gonna figure it out. If I was locked up, you wouldn't call me. You would find somebody
100%.
to figure this out. So I had to stop.
And that's love.
And Scud, he tough. Scud, man, I don't know why the fuck you did that. I done helped a few different people.
I be telling you,
motherfuckers be calling me. I
It's
feel
not
like
gonna
it's
work
my
out for
duty,
you.
bro. I got a heart, bro. That's all
And
it
it's
is,
not
bro.
gonna work out for you.
It's not.
Because the minute you say no,
I got into it with in the last 2 years, it came from me helping.
And the minute you say no, bitch ass nigga.
That's what I was already.
Yeah, me too.
What type of person this person is.
Yeah. Right.
That's crazy. He said that, bro.
That shit real. So
you on 295? You sitting on the hammer?
The registration, man, it was my mother's car. My mother, I came home, she was dying stage 4 cancer. So, I believe that paradise is at the feet of your mother, right? A woman produces a nation, a man cannot, right? So I showed up for my mother. Anyway, I'm driving her car that the registration suspended on when they pulled me over. I get out of that. Rookie cop, he was cool. He like, listen, I get it. I was being honest though. I'm scared of you. I'm telling you I'm scared of you. I've been to prison. He's like, well, who is your name? Because I wasn't even trying to get my ID. I'm like, I'm telling you I'm Ray Peel. And he like, just keep talking to me. And again, I was so, and I'm crying. I'm going to be transparent, like, because I'm seeing it like, this is my life. This is it. I'm not going like this. I'm not getting out. I'm not, bro, I promise you. I'm farting and everything. I'm like, man, stomach fucked up. I'm like, yeah, I ain't getting out. Fuck you, right? Fuck you. And he like, man, calm down. But anyway, I get out of that. The moral of the story is that's how we started. We formed like that. It was me, her, and a grassroots organizer named John Comar. John had worked with Brian Stevenson, Just Mercy in Alabama with Death Row exonerees, but he was in Baltimore. He was real big in Gilmore Projects with helping the women fight the workers, like the people who fix the stuff, the maintenance workers.
Okay.
They sued, so these women sued the maintenance worker at Gilmore Projects and got like some millions of dollars to split between them. John was instrumental in that work. The three of us came together and formed an organization that John was going to do grassroots organizing and community development. Linda was going to enter into white spaces and disrupt the way philanthropy was giving money through these very violent structures, right? You got to give us this data, and you got to do this, and you do it our way, and we'll give you 10,000. You can keep the 10,000 because it ain't worth it. And then I was supposed to organize formerly incarcerated people around the vote. Violent offenders was my focus. I wanted to organize us around the vote, very much like Larry Hoover, and get us very much into the politics. It started with us giving the money away. We hit the brakes fast. I'm telling you, my phone was ringing, and it was like I had dope. Everybody I was
Everybody's
around.
calling everybody like, yo, make sure you
Nah,
call
for sure.
Hussein, man.
And I
giving
felt
out the
unsafe.
racks.
I felt unsafe. I was pulling up to places where it used to be love, and niggas like, nigga, go, yo, there you go. And I had this little young motherfucker there, and niggas like, he got the jewels. I'm like, this bitch young as shit, chill, yo. Like, be cool, G, right? I stay away from diamonds for a reason. My watch is plain, right? I know what I paid for, but we ain't looking for nothing, right?
They got that banana in there.
Listen.
I don't like that shit.
And in my city right now, a handgun will cost you $1,500. A 300 blackout will cost you $6. Do the math. Oh my God. It don't make sense that, anyway, long story short, we hit the brakes and we decided to do that documentary, Pay Up, Get Out the Way, around reparations in Baltimore to make a case for the city to pick that up. And they did. They put together a council. It's going to be going back up this year. And it's for legacy Baltimoreans. So it wouldn't even be for me because I'm not from Baltimore, not born in Baltimore, that they get some stake of the money. Baltimore sued CVS for like some stupid money, 100 and something million, something crazy. And we're saying that money should be split across legacy Baltimoreans in some increment that they should have buy-in what that looks like. So there's already cases where people have got like 30,000, not in Baltimore, and in Cali and parts of California and stuff like that. Anyway, that's how the organization started. And then where we're at today, who knew, right? Oh, you could live a whole life on grant writing.
That's a fact.
You could stay in strategic planning phase the entire time and never produce an outcome and get funded. And this is the violence though. Because the white organizations know that. I work 2 blocks from the White House in my day job. I'm the manager of higher education justice initiatives at the Education Trust, right? Black Lives Matter was tore up and I was right there when they was tearing that up just recently, right? But I get to see, like, you could work every day in ideation, like thinking about what you want to do and get funded. Literally, you could get funded $200,000, $50,000 to be thinking.
That's how they launder the money, man. That's what they do.
Man, and no, that's how they pay their taxes. That's how, because by law, Trump is changing that. They only got to get 5% of their holdings to wash the rest. So if you sitting on a few $100 million and you come and give somebody $100,000, it's not money to you, right? You go over there and think about it. But so the organization now, we're doing that. We're in another phase though, because I'm trying to move my family to Ghana. Like right now, I go back in March. I filed for my 5-year visa. I already pretty much think I know where I'm going. I'm gonna go to Accra because it's the capital and it looks closer to what I know. I ain't really up for the skin and the chicken right in front of me just yet.
You trying to move there permanently?
No, I'm trying to take my kids there for like 4 years, 2 to 4 years, or off and on, depending on how I go. But I just don't like what's happening in this country right now. And then me working in DC, you can cut race with a knife where I work at. Like, people just ain't talking to you no more, period. People used to say, how you doing? Hey, well, how are you? And you just want to be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker, I was December 31st before the nigga got in there.
Right.
It's still me. But anyway, Raw Trust, that's what we doing. So we're in ideation. I said all that to say, we ain't even producing nothing right now except funding, except writing grants and doing that. The hope, though, we want to get a building. I want to get like a multi-unit building and do housing for people coming home, but not in the city. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you got to change people, places, and things in order to get ahead of the game, bro.
For some of us, yeah.
For a lot of us, you got to, and that's crazy too. I was thinking about one of the homies yesterday who been in recovery for a while, but live in the heart of the city. And that's
a lot of them programs
a lot of
like
people
that
can't do that.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
They hitting outside the window.
They can't do it, bro. To come out still see motherfuckers bit by
Yeah.
moment and remain they They
Man,
stay in their
physiologically,
recovery,
niggas' stomachs
sobriety.
be turning, niggas be farting, throwing up, and you ain't got high in a long time. It's
a
muscle
mental.
memory around that.
So the Hussein story, bro. When it's all said and done, what do Hussein wanna like? Being that you got a second chance at life, bro. I see the mark you making. I see it. And how long you been home now? Since 2018?
Yep. 2019,
Seven.
February 5th, 2019.
The mark you making, bro, and with this little bit of time and all the efforts you made, bro, you still got a lot more to do, and you got it. What's the Hussein story? How you wanted to, what you wanted to be, what you want to be remembered as when it's all said and done? What goal you want to accomplish with the lane you, with the route you going?
I want my kids to tell that. So, like, I'm a commitment to radical Black fatherhood that shows up and is emotionally present, not financially, not physically, emotionally. Give my son an ability to say, I'm sad, and that's okay. Like, that's so honestly, my story, I don't even want to be the one telling it. I talk now for a living. By the time I get to where they doing their thing, I want them to say, yo, my pop, my pop was like this, yo. That nigga taught me this. Like, what would my pop do? And so we just recently, our book is out right now, Breaking the Chains, Changing Futures. 13 authors wrote this book, all formerly incarcerated. We just did the book release like 2 weeks ago. And my chapter in there is about wearing masks, right? But in the podcast that we shot for the book, that's exactly what I was asked the same question, like, what's your legacy? And I said, my legacy is my kids. And I want them literally to be telling it. And I'm in a urn right here on the way back to Africa to get sprinkled in the river right there by the last bath. Sprinkle me there. Let me join the ancestors, right? But tell your story around all the things that Pop did, both in and out of prison, before and after, and how it shaped what you get to do now. Don't talk about me no more. I would have lived. You know what I'm saying? So I've been asked to write a book a couple of times, and me and one of the here, check this out. I got released from the courtroom, even though I had the life spent at all but 35, no parole. Judge Charles Peters, and anybody who know about Charles Peters downtown, he don't release people, right? Man, this man released me with a courtroom full of the victim's family, dead ass saying I shouldn't get out, right? A professor right now that we are writing a book through letters right now. He and I, we communicate back and forth through letters. We've been talking through some of the Trump stuff and some of the Make America White Again whole piece. And so his name is Martin Schuster. And he wrote a letter and said, if William is released, I believe he could compete at any Ivy League school. Brown, he named a few. And I'm still in at that time. And he said, I know it because I taught at those places. The judge had that one letter up against everything else I had done in 21 years. He ain't care about none of that
That
shit.
one letter did
all the trade, right? And Kaepernick, on Kaepernick's special, he talks about that. The white man's approval. He put a check in my box. He gave my soul back. So outside of writing a book with him and then writing a book with my oldest son, who was 4 days old when I went in, my son was born April 6, 1998. I was arrested April 10th, 1998. I came back from New York to see him born, and when I got back, homicide followed me the entire time. And on the day I was preparing to leave, they was like, no, sir, buddy, we got you, right? Him. Between he and I telling the story and me and Schuster telling the story, I don't even want to leave a story. I literally want my kids to tell it.
So looking back on everything, would you change anything?
Hell yeah.
Do you think
I think
you still would have the same goals and missions as you have now?
You're saying intellect?
but I think I would also wouldn't feel like I had to have these lofty goals. I feel like I gotta have all this. See, I'm saying all this, I'm doing too much, right? And it's because the thing I did, I can't put back. So my mind won't rest. You see what I'm saying? I can't find complete peace knowing that I played a part in fratricide, the killing of a brother, and how that actually supports the establishment that is against me, right? I literally live with that every day. It's not a proud moment for me. And so I think if I hadn't done that, let's say if I was in on a short timer for some vows, what do you say? I had been boofing some vows or something. And they get the joints out the cheeks on me, right? I wouldn't be trying to come back from that. I'd be a CDL truck driver or something. Right. And no disrespect. I think, I'm just saying I would be able to do a 9 to 5, go home at the end of the day, eat a good meal and watch the game and don't really be thinking about, dang, well, what's next? Right? Whoa, and trying to up the up and not celebrate none of it.
Yeah.
Man, I want to say this, man. Just having you here today, man, you inspired me in an hour. You know what I'm saying? Our platform, your platform, you ever need us for anything, bro, at your platform or whatever, bro, I'm willing, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like you came here and opened my eyes just to a bunch of shit I know. It's refreshing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Just to know somebody's shit was worse than mine before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? We think we go through it and been through it, but to wake up and face the shit that you had to face for 20 years and then to see what you doing now with it, because I'm sure you feel like you got to get back.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I missed out on this. I want to get back. I got to do this, and that's not even your focus.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Your focus
inspiring, man.
Yeah, your focus is still helping.
Mm-hmm.
Your focus is still helping.
And I'm sure it's a whole bunch of people that you done came across, during that time that you didn't really help. Like me being one of them. Like I learned a lot from you. And, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of people that have learned stuff from you and it might have made them change the way they was thinking about some things. So I appreciate that.
But I also want to give you your flowers too, because and anybody else that I came across, because learning is a dialectical. It's a give and take. Don't nobody learn on one side. Even the teacher's learning, right? And one of the things I used to live through, like men like Links and stuff come in and be like, man, I had the this and that with the 22s and it, because I was in, right? So they would go get the pictures and I would be like, yo, that's him, yo, right? And so that would give me hope to say one day I'm gonna do those things, right? And so in that way, that's why I didn't really say a lot was different when I came home, because I was living through the short timers, the people coming in and out, right? And I was making decisions about like, yo, and I did. Like the man I try to present as, and it's different than the man that actually is. The man I control what you see, right, is a makeup of all these men.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I was made somewhere.
Voltron.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of everybody.
Absolutely.
I get that, bro.
Absolutely.
I get that, man.
And I remember him specifically, and Dave, right? What was Dave?
Dave.
Skinny Dave, man. Dave used to talk the talk, right? Yeah, I had the GS, I did this, doing this, and the third. Boy, we had Wiley shut down, bip, bop, but he couldn't grab a picture. And Link would say, look, man, hold on, let me grab these real quick for you. My man Doe.
Doe sending me
right?
pictures.
Yeah. In fact, you had the colorful chain.
Yeah,
the high joint.
And look, all that time, it's stuck in my mind, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, yo, they coming in colors? And Links was like,
pink diamonds, black diamonds, red diamonds, green diamonds.
Right. Link like, yo, yeah, that's my nigga. I said, yo, you with him?
It's the pictures with you and P when y'all did the photo shoot.
Yeah, hell yeah, he with us. We
now, mind you, that walking away from that, for me, whatever you got from me, walking away from that might have been the difference between going in the cell and getting it in.
Yeah.
Hey, let me add to this real quick, right? This some shit he made me, because he kind of say he came home, he did the same shit and went back, right? So right before he was coming home, I was about to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm through.
I know the whole story. I can tell you your story.
I tell him.
I know you was up.
I said, yo, I got one of them for you, bro. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
Nigga say, nah, don't leave that shit for me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
And came home and got locked up with an 8-ball.
No, I got locked up with the Molly.
Of an 8-ball.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
But still, when you offered it to me, I wasn't.
No, but he was in that, that's what I'm saying. He was in that state of mind of coming home
and doing the right thing.
Doing what he supposed to did. So then when I hear about it, I'm like, I'm already gone. I already knew I was gone. I had to leave it. I couldn't do nothing with it. I had to leave it. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna tuck it. I'm gonna tuck it for Cuz.
Yeah.
Like, Cuz told me, nah, don't leave that shit for me. I don't want that shit. I'm on some other shit, Cuz. I said, I respect that. and gave that shit to somebody else. And then 7-10 months later, nigga telling me, yeah, you come to the ball. I mean, you know, that's how I got the phone
and
call.
I would have got locked up with that, I'd still be gone.
I mean, and
You got a point.
It
You
go
got a
back.
point.
It go back to the beginning, right? The ending is the beginning. The beginning is the end. When I said to you, we got to forgive ourselves because sometimes, the system controls how you process. Because inside your mind was free. You came home and had all these responsibilities just show up at your door without. Don't you know, like when you buy a goldfish from the pet store, how you put it in the tank?
Dump his ass in there.
Oh, that nigga dead. You dump that nigga there, he dead.
You gotta warm the room. You gotta warm the water
You
up
sit
for
the
a
bag
day.
in there.
You sit the bag
You
in
sit
there.
the bag in there, right? And you let the temperature at least get right.
Niggas ain't warming up. Niggas coming right out this bitch.
Right. And everything hitting you. So
Niggas
it's just
get
like,
dumped in that joint.
again.
And that
so
go
then
with shout out.
30 days,
Y'all
and
Y'all
nigga
niggas
belly
in the
up.
halfway house, man, stop rushing to come home. Take advantage of that. Because as soon as you get home, you dad,
Responsibilities.
you boyfriend, you whoever the fuck you was, man. Take
That
them
nigga
6
on the
months.
couch.
Hell
Right,
yeah. Take that time and get that shit in order, man. Them kids don't see that.
Yeah.
All they know is daddy home. Yo, dad, can we go?
Yeah.
Come home to
Yeah, surfing.
I came home to this nigga garage.
Yeah.
I was in this nigga garage for 6 months, bro. Like 3-4 months.
It do be rough.
Whole garage.
Right. You go back to it's below my standard.
Yo,
Right?
Hussein, bro, please, bro, come back, bro. You invited, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
We gotta get him up here with Lou. You know him and Lou.
Oh, my man Lou?
Oh, Lou Ray go to the Quasars, though. I
Oh,
don't
my
know.
man Lou. Hold on,
I ain't
man.
going to the
Let me
Quasars.
see, man. I'm gonna call this nigga mid
What
podcast, man. And see
That
how
nigga
he
Lou Ray
react.
go to the moon.
Oh, man.
Right?
And we calling Lou, man. Shout out to Landover Lou, man.
Landover Lou.
Landover Lou, man. We can call
NFL
him live
niggas.
real quick
Nigga from Landover.
and let him know the next one he invited you. He
Told Lou don't wear that Sherlin, man.
he probably mad at me, man. We beef every other day, man. This is my man.
Oh, Lou.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Lou
Hey.
feel like, he another one. He feel like he owed me. Let me see.
I dare him answer that phone. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying. What he in here as?
Yeah,
What
though,
the
bro.
same?
With that being said, yo, please come back, bro. You need us for anything, man. We can participate or
Terrence Thrower. There you go.
yeah, to be a help to you, bro. We here for you, man.
Definitely, man. Our podcast, your podcast, our platform, your
Yeah,
platform.
you come up
Yo,
here.
you knew I was coming.
Hey, you
I
come up
already
here with
know.
your own team and
Man,
He hit me
I
like,
come.
man, he hit me
I
like,
come
man,
and be
yo,
with
it's
Sis
time,
at.
it's
I come and
time.
be with Sis at. It's the vibe for me.
yeah,
I
hell
drive the
yeah.
hour and a half to be around some positive black energy.
Oh, don't let her talk. She don't share the mic, bro.
That's all right.
She tough on the mic, bro.
That's
She
all right.
surprised the shit out of me.
You go to Ghana, the Asante gonna tell you the women run it anyway.
Yeah,
The power passes
running
through the
now.
matriarch.
they running now.
Look, if he asks you, will be like, oh, that nigga.
He gonna answer for you. He screening me.
Lou ain't answering for nobody, man.
Hey,
This
man.
ain't live, is it? This
Nah,
is, oh,
nah,
yeah.
man.
I was ready to say, you probably see the joint like, yeah, niggas.
Nah, it ain't live, man. But look, man, we gonna wrap it up. You
Yeah,
say,
go ahead,
man,
go ahead.
definitely come back. You welcome. This your podcast too, nigga. Bro, please come back, man. You did a dope episode,
Yo,
bro.
I appreciate it.
It's more I want to hear about, bro.
Appreciate it.
I need my shirts, man. Formerly incarcerated. Raw. What's the other one?
Raw trust.
Raw Trust. We gonna put that stuff right
Give
here
a
on the
free
screen,
man a shot.
Facts.
And
And that was a double entendre. That was in my rap days.
Oh,
Give a free man a shot. I went to prison for a single shot
you
to
gonna
the
give us a
head.
bar top?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard you.
And so give a free man a shot. It was spinning it
Hey,
back.
look,
to
he
make-
broke that shit down real quick.
Nah.
Give
Give
a
us
free
a bar
man a
talk.
shot, man.
Literally.
You gonna give us a bar talk? You say you used to rap.
I said used to.
Oh, all right.
You
I
ain't got
said
nothing for
used to. I ain't got nothing,
You
man.
got one of them 98
Come on, like
16s?
Oh, yeah.
time when the pun gonna hit you.
Oh,
Gonna hit you. They come in motherfucker like Coogee Rat.
A cat in the hat with the back. You know, all
Yeah.
that.
Yo, we had Hussein, man, William Freeman, man. Y'all get in tune, man. We gonna put his information right here. This guy, a powerful pillar in the community, man. And we just told y'all a little bit of this. This is a a little bit of his story, man, or where he came from, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in with Hussein, man. And
Yeah, if you don't remember nothing though, remember I'm not here on the flex. I'm not. I'm on the head. I'm here on the if I could, I know you can. You
Damn,
just can't
that's
do it
dope.
by yourself.
$17 that wasn't even his.
Mm.
That's the only shit I
21.
really that's not the only thing, but
Yeah.
I can never forget that today. I can never
I
forget
can't get that back.
the rest of my life, bro. $17 that wasn't even his got him 21 years on a life plus 20 years
Literally.
sentence. I could never forget that shit in my life, bro.
Literally.
Anyway, man, it's In the Loop podcast.
We loopy.
We in the loop. Hussein in the loop. He just put us in the loop. Shit. We out.
Yo.
You ain't in the loop. You ain't in the loop. Hey, yo, gangsta chef. It's time to
100%
cook up.
pure the oil.
You ain't in the loop.